This Saturday, America turns 250 years old, and both Disney castles will light up the sky to mark it. But 50 years ago, for the country's 200th birthday, Disney did not settle for fireworks. They built the biggest party in the company's history. It ran every single day on both coasts for 15 months. 25 million people saw it. And when the birthday was over, Disney made it disappear. Let me tell you about America on parade. The year is 1974. The Bicentennial is coming, and every city in America is planning something. At Disney, the job lands on a man named Jani. You may not know his name, but you know his work. 2 years earlier, he had invented the Main Street Electrical Parade. Now Disney asked him to top it. His answer was a parade that had never been tried before. One show produced at full scale at Disneyland and at Walt Disney World, running at the same time. That had never happened, not once. And what a strange and wonderful show it was. Jani did not fill it with Mickey and friends. He built a new cast from scratch, the people of America. Performers inside costumes 8 feet tall, with heads like giant dolls. Pilgrims, pioneers, farmers, firemen. At Disneyland alone, 50 floats and more than 200 performers telling the story of the country itself. New York theater designer Peter Larkin designed the units, and Disney called the Sherman Brothers, the men behind It's a Small World, back to write a brand new song for the occasion. They named it the Glorious Fourth. Now here is the part people forget. This was not just a Disney event. The United States government designated America on parade an official bicentennial event. It stepped off in June of 1975, and it ran twice a day, every day, through the summer of 1976, rain or shine, coast to coast. By the end, an estimated 25 million people had watched it pass. Red Skelton hosted a television special about it. For 15 months, the biggest birthday party in America was happening inside 2 theme parks. Then came the day itself, July the 4th, 1976, the 200th birthday of the United States. Main Street draped in bunting on both coasts. The soundtrack poured from the speakers, built from the sounds of an antique band organ called the Sadie Mae, arranged by a young musician named Don Dorsey on his very first Disney project. If you were a child standing on that curb, you never forgot it. Ask anyone who was there. And then Disney did something that still surprises people. In September of 1976, the parade simply stopped. No farewell tour, no revival the next summer. The floats were taken apart, and the pieces were folded back into other shows. The 8-foot people of America went into storage crates. They came out once more for a little while after Epcot opened in 1982, and then they were gone for good. Disney built the biggest celebration in its history on purpose to last exactly one birthday. But here is the secret. America on parade never really disappeared. Running one show in 2 parks, twice a day, for 15 months, forced Disney to solve a problem nobody had solved before. How do you keep music, floats, and hundreds of performers perfectly in step, day after day? The answer helped shape a computer-controlled parade system, and by 1980 it was running Disney parades outright. Every parade you have watched since, every step that lands exactly on the beat, carries a little of 1976 inside it. Jani went on staging spectacles for the rest of his career, and Imagineers still speak of him the way musicians speak of composers. His 2 great works tell you everything. The Electrical Parade, which Disney has brought back again and again for half a century, and America on Parade, which Disney has never brought back once. Some things return, and some things are built for a single summer, so that everyone who saw them knows they saw something that will never come again. So this weekend, when the sky above the castle fills with light for America's 250th, think of the summer 50 years ago, when the party did not last one night, but 15 months. Somewhere, maybe, a few of those giant faces are still resting in a warehouse. waiting to be remembered. Now you remember them, because every great kingdom starts with a single sketch.